How do I properly wrap my hands and wrists to protect myself against injury while kickboxing? That's a great question. Let's answer that. So when you get your hand wraps, there's two ends of it. One of them has the Velcro closure. We're going to leave that one to the side for now. The other one has a thumb loop. As the name would imply, it goes over your thumb. There's also front and a back side to your wraps. On the back side, there are some folds in the tag. We want to make sure that's going to go against our hand. I'll show you why in a second. So as we start out, we're going to place that band over the back of our hand. The back of the hand is important because as I make a fist, I'm going to pull that wrap tight. If I have it on the front side of my thumb, as I make a fist, that band and wrap goes slack. Okay, so to make sure we keep that wrap tight, first thing I'm going to do is go around my hand twice. I'm going to pull it a little bit snug, not overly tight, but just make sure it's snug. From those two wraps, now I'm going to go to my wrist. I'm going to wrap around that wrist 3 times. I overlap that wrap about 80-90%. I don't want to go too far up the arm because it doesn't do me any good here. I want to make sure we're protecting the wrist. After that third wrap, I'm going to come across the palm of my hand, and I'm going to go in a crisscross pattern over the back of my hand. Now the other thing I'm going to do is, as I do that, I'm going to flex that hand backward to make sure that wrap is shortened on the back side. I'll explain that in a second. So go over the back of the hand, come around the wrist, come around the back of my hand again, and keep repeating that pattern while I keep my hand flexed backwards. Okay, so finish those wraps off. As you get down to that last about 12 inches of the wrap, you're going to finish that off around the wrist. Okay, nice and tight. Snug it up. Now, if I've done it properly and I do a check, my unwrapped hand, I can bend to almost 90 degrees at that wrist. My wrapped hand, that's about all I can get. So when I strike the bag, if I strike it incorrectly, that wrap is now protecting me against collapsing my wrist and causing a sprain or strain or other type of injury to the wrist. So there's your hand wrapping 101.